Eighth grade, we've spent the last few days talking about graphing motion and how to interpret graphs of motion. Up to this point, we've looked exclusively at distance-time graphs, also known as speed graphs. They could also be called velocity graphs. But today we're going to take a look at a new kind of graph. This would be an acceleration graph. In this type of graph, we still have time on the x-axis, but the y-axis is no longer distance. Instead, we have velocity on the y-axis. The lines on the graph can indicate either velocity or acceleration, but more often it shows us the acceleration of an object. The first type of line that we're going to look at is a straight horizontal line. And this straight horizontal line indicates constant velocity. This is when the velocity of an object remains the same over a period of time. We see that here where the velocity is 10 meters per second at 1 second. It's also 10 meters per second at 2 seconds, and really that continues all the way to 9 seconds. So the velocity is not changing. Another type of line, excuse me, that we're going to look at on an acceleration graph is a constant acceleration line. This is a diagonal line, a straight diagonal line. It shows constant acceleration. In other words, the velocity is increasing at a constant pace. In this case, it's increasing by 4 meters per second every single second. All right. The steeper the slope of that diagonal line, the greater the acceleration of the object. The last type of line that we're looking at is a curved line on an acceleration graph. This curved line shows increasing acceleration, which basically means that the acceleration is not constant. For example, in this case, we have a car, let's say, that starts out slowly and gradually its speed is increasing. The steeper that curve, the greater the rate of acceleration. And you can see that here on this graph, where at the bottom it's not as steep, and as you continue on in time, the acceleration increases. It gets steeper. All right, you're not actually going to get together with someone else and discuss this graph, so sorry. But let's take a little bit of a look at this graph for just a moment. In this particular case, we've got an object that must have started out moving slowly and then got increasingly faster. At 40 seconds, the object starts moving at a constant velocity of about 40 meters per second. Then, after 20 seconds of moving at that constant velocity, at 60 seconds, we see that the velocity increases at a constant rate, and it keeps increasing at that rate for the next 20 seconds until we get to 80 seconds. This straight diagonal line again shows constant acceleration. All right, here is a graph that shows the three kinds of lines that we just took a look at. Constant acceleration would be the straight diagonal line. Constant speed or velocity is the red straight horizontal line. And changing acceleration would be the curved blue line. We'll talk more about these graphs tomorrow. The next time I see you guys. Yes, that would be on Wednesday. All right, have a great day, guys.